700 horsepower from the stock M5. This is the new BMW M5. It's going to have a hybrid engine. Now most people see that and they say, well, it's probably not going to be good then, the engine's going to be worse. It's probably got a 4-cylinder or a straight 6. BMW has actually kept the exact same engine from the previous car, 4.4 litre V8. Everything's the same on its stats, horsepower, that sort of stuff, but they've added the electric component to it. So now they're getting 700 or 717 horsepower. Now the design is different to the previous car, even though it's the same sort of underpinnings. It's basically the same car. You'll notice this M5 has a wider or a taller sort of stance to it. I would say in a way that's kind of a downgrade because it's lost its slightly aggressive edge. However, what this car actually looks like is the E60. The E60 here is the BMW that had the V10 engine. Notice comparing the new M5 to the E60, they've got the same sleeked back sort of headlights. If you look at the back of the car, you can see it kind of pulls in and drops at the middle. So you can really see the influences from the old model to this new car. The car is slightly wider, slightly bigger wheels than the previous models. Overall, it does look good, and it definitely does give a modern update to the E60, but it has lost a slight level of aggressiveness that the previous cars had, particularly this one. The main feature of M5s is the driving experience, of course, with all the electric components adding more weight in a lot of these new cars, and the way they're sort of put together, the turning ability of the car is impacted, because the main focus, and you'll see yourself if you look at the releases of this M5, they mostly talk about straight line speed. And that's with all the new cars, they only talk about straight line speed now. Every car is made to essentially be a straight line drag car rather than something that's good for turning. If you can drive, you'll know the difference between a car that's good for making turns and a car that's just straight line speed. One of them is nicer to drive if you've got driving skill. Most people don't, so they actually prefer the straight line speed, and that's why the companies make it. They don't care about, is the car good to drive, whatever. It's about what the customer wants. And most customers can't drive, so they just prefer, let's put my foot down and just drive in a straight line. It's a very different driving experience when you actually can drive, but most people don't know that, and that's why they make this.